Hey, mahal everyone, welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I'm your host 40 and we are back with another video on the global version of Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. In today's video, I'm bringing you guys my 7th team spotlight, which features Tidus, Yuna, and Seymour that I like to call FF10 All-Stars. As we all know, these three characters all come from the FF10 universe. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. So we're going to go ahead and talk about Tidus first. His role on this party is going to be a physical DPS, and he's also going to be a debuffer. So as we all know, Tidus does deal straight up physical damage. So his quick hit is going to be your go-to for building Brave, and if you have the 15 CP Astral Sword passive, it grants Tidus small buffs to his speed and attack, allowing him to dish out more Brave damage with his physical attacks. His second ability, which is Slash Combo, is going to be your primary source of dealing HP damage and applying small debuffs to speed, attack, and defense, provided that you have his 35 CP Brotherhood. Now keep in mind, his debuffs are almost the same as Seymour's debuffs, and they last 6 turns. So this ensures that their debuffs will not override each other, and I will be explaining that towards the end of the video. Now, because both of his abilities have low action delays, he will likely be taking several turns even before the enemy or the rest of your party gets to act. So Tidus is very fast. He is of the fast speed tier category, so he will be taking a lot of turns, and he will be dishing out a lot of Brave and HP damage. Now, the next member of this team is going to be Yuna. Her role is going to be a Brave battery and support. So she provides Brave to the party with her Esuna, provided that you have her 15 CP Astral Rod, and this also allows her to effectively save your party members from being Brave broken, especially after the Tidus or Seymour use their Brave plus HP abilities. And let's not forget that she comes in handy for removing pesky debuffs as well with her Esuna. Her Cheer ability right now can come in handy as it increases the target's Brave by 1.5 of its current amount. So this could be very useful in helping both Tidus and Seymour save their Brave plus HP abilities for bosses when combating normal waves of mobs. What I mean is let's say your Tidus has around like 2,000, 3,000 Brave already built up, and he can barely one-shot a mob. But let's say Yuna uses Cheer on him, she'll buff up his Brave by 1.5 or whatever the current amount is. So in that way, Tidus can just use a straight up HP attack rather than using his Slash Combo to be able to take out a regular mob. Now, the last member of the party is going to be Seymour. So Seymour is actually very similar to Tidus, believe it or not. He is a DPS unit along with being a debuffer. However, the damage he deals is magic versus Tidus dealing physical. So it's good that in this party, you have 2 different versions of DPS. So his chain spell, just like Tidus's quick hit, is going to be your go-to for helping Seymour build Brave prior to unleashing his HP attack or his Brave plus HP ability. It also naturally has a low action delay, and it's even lowered provided you have his 15 CP Seymour staff passive. Now with the passive, he also grants himself a small buff to his max Brave for 4 turns, which is pretty nice. His second ability is Lance of Atrophy, and that is going to be his Brave plus HP ability that also applies small debuffs to attack, defense, and this time max Brave. So with his 35 CP Summoner's Great Staff, however, his debuffs are even more potent and they last 6 turns. Now both of his abilities deal more damage when the enemy is debuffed, and that is further complemented by the debuffs that not only he inflicts, but the ones that Tidus inflicts. So he's going to be dishing out a lot more damage provided that you apply those debuffs. Now the summon of choice that I like to go for this party setup is definitely going to be Ifrit. Ifrit right now for me, as far as the summons that we have that last 6 turns upon being summoned, this is provided that you did level them up to level 20, is the best one for me, because for me, attack is the stat that you want to definitely prioritize over the rest of the other stats, and its blessings does allow you to have 20% extra attack provided that you have your HP at max. So I definitely like Ifrit a lot better for this party. And then the tip that you want to remember that I wanted to let you guys know in the beginning was, assuming that you have both Tidus and Seymour's 35 CP weapons, both their attack and defense debuffs from their second abilities apply a 25% debuff to those stats. So for attack and defense, both Seymour and Tidus with their 35 CP weapons apply a 25% reduction on those particular stats to enemies. So that means even if, let's say, your Tidus uses Slash Combo and then your Seymour on the next turn uses Lance of Atrophy, they're not going to override each other as far as the attack and defense debuffs. And what's cool about that is that Seymour applies a max Brave debuff, and then Tidus applies a speed debuff. So you can effectively have 4 debuffs at a time on an enemy, and then you could also refresh them depending on how you like to coordinate slash combo and Lance of Atrophy. Now I want to go ahead and show you guys just a little bit of gameplay with this team setup of the FF10 All-Stars. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright guys, so following the discussion for this team spotlight, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some gameplay that I'm going to be showing you guys using the FF10 All-Stars party. So there is my Tidus, Yuna, and Seymour, and yes, I do have Tidus's Brotherhood max limit broken. I do have Seymour's Great Summoner Staff. Not max limit broken, but I do have them. Again, I am a bit of a whale. I do invest a lot in the game, but it's cool because I do enjoy making these videos for you guys. So this is the setup that I'm going to be using. We are going to be tackling the Trials of Ifrit now that it's permanent. We're going to be doing the EX stage, so something a little bit more challenging I'm going to be doing for this party. Although, compared to Lost Chapters, I would have to say that this is pretty cakewalk. But, you know, why not go ahead and show you guys some gameplay with this Team Spotlight. Alright, so, Mr. Land Turtle here is not going to be very threatening at all. We're actually not going to waste any abilities. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and just HP attack now. Oh look, that's cute. He's retreating in his shell already. Alright. Alright, so we have a Behemoth now. Same thing. Not gonna bother wasting abilities. I do want to save it for the actual boss, or maybe the boss before the final boss. So, alright, so we don't want to get broken. Right, now Yuna's being targeted. That frees up Tidus and Seymour. It looks like she might eat a heave, maybe. Or not. Nice, we got the chase. Alright, so now he's gonna howl, and then here comes the lightning lash, so we're gonna save our Brave here. Okay. Nice. And down goes the Behemoth. So the next enemy is going to be the Red Giant. This is where I'm actually going to start using some abilities just to speed it up a bit. So let's go ahead and slash combo. Let's go ahead and get the attack, defense, and speed debuff. And then with Seymour, actually I'm going to save Lance of Atrophy because it has less uses. We're just going to go with a normal Brave attack. And then with Yuna, let's actually cheer Seymour so the next turn he can HP attack. There we go. So then we can save his abilities. Right, so now we're going to HP attack with Seymour. Let's go ahead and Brave attack with Yuna. With Tidus, we're going to HP attack. Nice. Let's do that with Seymour. Alright, and then I'm going to do that again. I'm going to save abilities with Seymour and go ahead and just cheer so we can get his Brave back up. He's going to Leaping Swing. No? Okay. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here comes the Chimera. I remember when this EX quest was actually pretty difficult, but now with 35 CP, it's not too challenging anymore, but it's still fun to do. Alright, so we're definitely going to apply debuffs here. We're going to apply slash combo. Nice. Let's see, yeah. Okay, Lance of Atrophy won't move him up yet, so we're going to actually chain spell. Nice. Okay. We're going to Esuna. And let's get a quick hit in. Alright, so now let's go ahead and apply Lance of Atrophy. Nice. So we have 4 debuffs on him now. And with Yuna, let's go ahead and HP attack. Let's HP attack with Tidus. We're gonna give everybody Brave this next coming turn with Esuna. So Esuna. And then let's go ahead and just summon now. Let's try to get as much damage as possible on this Chimera. We're gonna Chain Spell. With Tidus, it's Quick Hit. I'm gonna have Yuna cheer herself. And then now we're gonna go ahead and just burst the boss down with some high HP damage. Alright. Chain Spell. Let's slash combo. HP attack. Quick hit again. Nice. Let's try to break this slash combo. Lance of Atrophy. Okay, slash combo. And down goes the Chimera. Alright guys, well that is going to be the gameplay for my 7th team spotlight featuring the Final Fantasy X's Tidus, Yuna, and Seymour. Hopefully you guys enjoy that and hopefully you guys give this team a try. Feel free to leave me some comments in the comment section below on what kind of teams that you guys would like to see or even what characters you guys want me to talk about for my underappreciated series, because I am looking for some characters to talk about that. Alright guys, I'm the Broadway Saiyan, my name is 40. Stay tuned for the next video and mahal everyone.